Hey, Real Green Ninja here. Today we're talking about how to reprint invoices, so let's begin. Now, there's two ways to really reprint invoices. One of them is a little bit quicker if you're doing a single invoice. The other one is if you have to do a bunch of them. If you need to reprint a single invoice, then what we can do is we can go to the customer's account. Let's go there. Open up the job screen. And then double click the printed box for that service. So again, because this one has already been printed, when I double click it, it's saying, hey, it's already been printed. Are you sure? You click yes, and now it's going to put it on this list. Once it's on this list, then we can turn around and reprint it. In fact, if we preview the invoice, you'll see when it gets printed, it'll actually have the word reprint on it. Now, this is also how you could email a single invoice if the customer asks you for it. You just pull on this list and then choose your email option. So put your information in, like your subject line, message body, and all that stuff like that. And then, of course, hit OK, and it'll send an email out. Now, one thing to be aware of, though, if you are emailing an invoice, what's going to happen is it's going to flip to the basic format. And the reason why is because when you use like a large note or whatever, it's going to have a technician portion, which is going to have information that you want your technician to know, but not necessarily your customer. So the basic format looks like this, where it just has the customer information. Again, there is no technician portion. If you want to do a bunch of them, then what we can do is we can go to Print Invoices and Reprint Invoice Batch. Now, the thing about the Reprint Invoice Batch is you're going to select who printed it out, as well as the date range that they printed out. So again, I'm just going to hit all so I make sure I got a bunch of results. Keep in mind, even a single invoice is still considered a batch of one. So if we scroll down here, let's see, let's say we want to reprint these two invoices, or actually, you know what, maybe I got one. There you go. Let's say we want to reprint 4 invoices because maybe the printer ran out of ink. I need to reprint some of them and stuff. I can then select my batch, hit the reprint button. It's going to throw that list on my invoice screen, and again, I can print from there. Now, if it's a case where my printer ran out of ink or got jammed, I can even uncheck the ones I don't need anymore because those are ones that got printed out before there was the issue. Again, just like with a single invoice, if we want to, we can email by clicking on email, put the information in. Again, it's going to flip to that basic invoice format and then send it along the way. Of course, you have to be set up with email, and the customer would have to have an email address. If one of these customers didn't have an email address, obviously they wouldn't get the email. So I hope that helps. You guys have yourself a wonderful day.